Well, I might as well start this off with the most depressing one. Isaiah Thomas has had an unfortunate last couple of seasons. Of course, the Celtics days were great. The time in Cleveland was not awesome. Similar things can be said for the Lakers, although he did have a couple of games for them. Denver, he barely played last season, and now Isaiah Thomas is going to the Wizards. And hopefully Isaiah can give teams a reason to give him a contract after this season. The thing that's most alarming, of course all of this is off of the hip injury, but it's the fact that his shooting has fallen off so hard. His percentages are really ugly lately. And if he's not going to have that burst, which I think is pretty obvious, then he's got to be able to make shots, and it just hasn't really happened. Now, that being said, I did mention he had some moments for the Lakers. The one real Isaiah Thomas game for him was probably his 29-point performance against Miami, where he was looking like the old Isaiah and being really confident and taking guys off the dribble, making tough threes and all that. I don't really think that guy's coming back, but I would like to believe that Isaiah can still be a capable scorer off the bench, but this might be his last chance to prove that because he's on an expiring contract. Speaking of last chances, safe to say that it's Dwight Howard's last chance with the Lakers, or really I should say the NBA in general. Because if this doesn't work out, then who the hell's going to sign Dwight Howard? I mean, you can just look at this season with the Wizards in 9 games at 33 years old to see him attempting post-ups and trying to be this Tim Duncan guy that you throw the ball to and you can run offense through him. This didn't work when he was still really good. I mean, it did a little better back then, but like, come on, Dwight, you have to realize that what you should be doing for the Lakers is very specific. Set screens for the best player of all time. That's all you got to do, okay? And he could probably still be pretty good at that. I mean, yeah, Dwight's not the physical monster that he was of however long ago, but he's still one of the more athletic centers in the league. Still a strong guy who can finish around the rim. The guy can still grab you a rebound. You go look at advanced numbers, he's still one of the best rebounding bigs in the NBA, so it's all there for him. He just got to swallow the ego. Chandler Parsons is on the Hawks now, and if you didn't know that, totally cool. He could get some open shots made for him by Trae Young and other people on this team. It's just the health. I mean, the Grizzlies signed him when they did, hoping that he could be that offensive option for the grit and grind teams, and his knees have just not cooperated at all. And this is the last year where he's going to be getting a gargantuan amount of money, and if he doesn't play well, if he's not able to even put in a full season, then I don't know if he's going to get another NBA contract. And the thing is, I think he can still play. The guy can make shots. I don't know what he's going to do off the dribble now that he's like over 30 years old, but I think he can be a solid enough spot shooter and not suck on defense, so hopefully he figures it out. Kenneth Faried finally got an opportunity for Houston this previous year because they had the Clint Capella injury. I'm cheating a little bit here because Faried's not actually on an NBA team. He's a free agent currently, but I'd like to think that at some point some team is just going to need like a backup big and they'll call up Faried and hope for the best. The idea of Kenneth Faried is better than the actual Kenneth Faried. Like, you see the guy who plays hard and dunks the ball a lot and you think he can be really good, then he's on your team and suddenly he sucks on defense and he can't do much on offense besides roll to the rim, and even then he's not big enough to really be awesome in that role. But I would still hope that Faried can just play hard and grab some offensive rebounds and be a 15 to 20, maybe even 25 minute a game guy for some NBA team. Don't really know. And the last one is a bit of a deep cut. Young player, Ben McLemore. Maybe not so much of a young dude anymore. He could get some open shots because of Harden and Westbrook in Houston, and honestly, Houston might be the best spot for McLemore because all he's going to have to worry about doing is shooting three-pointers. And if we go through the things that Ben McLemore has attempted to do in his NBA career, he kind of sucks at everything except for shooting open threes. So maybe it'll actually work out for him. It doesn't sound very glamorous, and it probably only equates to averaging like 7 to 10 points a game or something, but I think we would all agree you'd much rather be a three-point specialist playing for a long time than being the guy known for just not really having a clue on how to play in the NBA and taking long two-pointers and, even when he's not shooting, McLemore has always been way too hesitant, and his defense and playmaking have disappointed, so if he can just stand there and make shots, maybe that's his way to stay in the league. And I'm saying all this because his contract with the Rockets, it is 2 years, but neither year is guaranteed, so he's got to earn it. So we have McLemore, we got Isaiah Thomas. Please turn it around for the Wizards. Maybe he can. Dwight Howard, from a physical standpoint, still has it, but mentally it's a whole different thing. For Chandler Parsons, it's all physical, and we hope that his knees will just allow him to keep playing in the league. And then for Kenneth Faried, I mean, his career might already be over, to be honest, but if he still has one more chance, hopefully he can make the best of it.